Thank you for staying with us on the program tonight. You remember in Anambra State, one of the major problems that confronted that process in the governorship election in November last year is the issue of voters register. Voters register is a very important component of an election, and the umpire INEC says that it's working hard to make sure that it fixes that particular issue. And that's why it started the distribution of the permanent voter cards in Ekiti and Osun State. There was a 3-day exercise to that effect, which it says that it hopes that if it's able to clear all the loose ends in the voters register in those states, we might just have a very, very good election in Ekiti and Osun State. And again, the umpire is saying that if Ekiti and Osun State is tidied enough, then 2015, it can use that as a template to fix 2015 general elections. I have joining me on the line now the Chief Press Secretary to INEC Chairman, Mr. Kayode Idowu, joining us from Abuja on the telephone. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Idowu. That 3-day process in Abuja, there's been a few criticism and fears of Nigerians about that particular process. And I know that your commission is working hard to make sure that if all the loose ends are tidied as regards the register, we might just be able to use that template for the general election. But some of the issues that are being raised is the issue of the machines and the computers that were used. Have those issues been resolved?
Yeah, thank you, Sean, for having me. The issues that are raised concerning the machines, clearly, I think is not substantial because, like we explained, you do not deploy hundreds of machines that have been in storage for some months and expect that on the first day, a few of those machines will not have issues. The test is, do you still have those issues persisting till the end of the first day or indeed on the second day? If you look generally on the second day, those issues were no longer there. And so we should not look at the isolated glitches at the commencement of the program on the first day to indicate how the process has gone. The process, as far as we have received the report, has gone on well, and we will end tomorrow, God willing.
Oh, interesting. So far from what you've been able to do in Ekiti and Osun State, we understand that you might want to be able to, would like to use the templates in Osun and Ekiti for the 2015 general election. So what are the lessons that you have taken from those states and what has happened in those states?
Now, in Ekiti State and Osun State, we discovered that the PVCs, really, the turnout to collect the PVCs has not been encouraging enough. I can tell you that just about 50% of the permanent voter cards have been collected as we speak. Of course, those voter cards will be at the local government headquarters. Voters will still have the opportunity to pick them up before the election day. But it is expected that they will come out to collect those cards because that is what will be used for the election. And we will keep on sensitizing the populace towards this as we go approach 2015. Now, let me tell you something that happened about the CVR. We have discovered that there is a suspicious level of turnout during the CVR. You will have had complaints about shortages of materials and stuff in Ekiti and particularly. And we suspect that some people that are not really eligible also turned out. The category of people that are expected for the CVR are those people who turned 18 years to 2011 and those who were 18 in 2011 but did not register. And of course, those who registered But for whatever technical reason, their names, they are not on the register that were displayed. The exercise that was done was not intended to be the general voter registration. And so we hope that as we do it in other states, this specific category, for instance, I'll give you an example. It was suspected that some people who registered in other states, but intending to vote in either Ekiti or Osun, rather than applying to transfer their data, came out to register again. That is not what is required. It is actually illegal to do such. Anybody who wants to vote in a place other than where he registered initially, all he needs to do is to apply to transfer the data. And so we are hoping that when we begin to do it simultaneously in all the other states, this message will sink down and people will do the needful.
All right. I mean, one of the major complaints in Anambra State was the fact that by the time the commission released the first voters register and asked the party to go and look at it, by the time they did the final one, it was too close to the election and a lot of people didn't find their names on the register. But this time around, what are you doing to make sure that people are well informed, that people are aware and we don't have so much difference and you are able to test some of the plans that you have in place ahead of the elections?
Thank you. You will recall that as far back as early February, when the Commission held stakeholder meetings with the political parties in the respective states, in Ekiti and in Osogbo, the register as it exists today was given to them. Now, that was many months. The law requires us to give us the register just 1 month before the election. Now, the register was given to them more than 6 months before the election. Subsequently, we have displayed that register before the distribution of the PVC. And people had the opportunity to check out their names on the register and ascertain their status in that register. And in any event, the PVC itself is a guarantee of being having one's data on the register. We have explained before that once you did not get your PVC, you check your name is on the register and you did not get your PVC, the next thing to do is just to come out and get your capture. And so the whole point of this, why we are doing this, is that nobody needed to wait till the election day to check whether their name is on the register or not. Fortunately, we have the SMS platform and online platform that we have deployed. And I've noticed from the reports, we have daily reports on those platforms. And people actually have been making use of those platforms. This is another avenue. You have to look and check whether their name is on the register. You send the name of your state, your surname, and the last 5 digits of your VIN number, and you get a response as to whether you are on the register or not. With all these opportunities, so many of them, there's no reason in the world for anybody to wait until election day to check out whether his name is on the register or not.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kayode Idowu, for talking to us on the program. We certainly will hope that as the days go by, the elections in the Ekiti and Osun State, as you try to resolve the issues of voters register, will come good and free and fair. Thank you so much for talking to us on the program. Just before we go on the program tonight, let me take a few of your comments and your reactions on the program. To our email address, Mr. Olajide Fashe says that as a Nigerian and a member of PDP, is asking that a political campaign in Nigeria is far removed from modern expectation. It is more worrisome that party leaders still conduct rallies devoid of critical issues and discussions. The reality is that Nigerians are wiser and will not vote for non-performance, including for non-performance. That's Mr. Olajide Fashe. Well, on Twitter, a few comments are coming. Tunji Davis said there was no states the PDP genuinely took over from in the southwest. No wonder the court upturned the victories of the PDP. Some other comments come in say, I don't agree with Chief Badamosi on a collusion between AC and the judiciary. The OBJ style of party administration is the root cause. Well, that's how far we can go on the program. I hope that you've been able to have a nice time with us on the program. Till next week when we'll come your way on Politics Today. On behalf of the team, I'm Shehu Okimbale. Have a wonderful evening.